Hello again, fellow oxygen thieves. I've returned for another amazing slop commentary video about my own personal struggles in this realm. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm way too fucking autistic. I don't know how to talk to people. Like legitimately, talking to normies is pain. I feel physical pain trying to talk to the average person. Because I spend so much time online that like I don't know what to talk to normal people about anymore. Like for example, I went to the gym, and there's like this Mexican dude behind the counter, and he kind of looked like a Mexican Chud the Builder, and my fucking dumbass, the first thing I thought of, I sometimes I just say things. I don't even realize what I'm like saying until after I said it, and I don't like read the room very well. Anyways, the guy looked like a Mexican Chud the Builder, and I just say to him, I'm like, dude, you look like Chud the Builder, and the guy has literally no idea like who the fuck he is. He's just like, huh, Chud the Builder, like who's that? And he like starts to like look it up. And I'm like, no, don't look that up on a work computer. And he does it anyway or whatever, right? And he looks it up. He's like, oh, that guy, you know? And I'm like, yeah. And I think it was like at that instance I realized that like my Twitter algorithm and years of being chronically online have just completely socially stunted me to the point as to where like I can't have a conversation with anyone without mentioning some type of meme or saying like something really autistic, like, you know, I started saying to people IRL, I say to them, oh, algo, you know, I say that, or many such cases, or, you know, something one, by the way, I can't help it. It's been so ingrained into my brain that I don't know what to do about it anymore. Besides like logging off. But the issue is that I don't leave my house. The only time I leave my house is to go to the gym, and when I go to the store to like go buy food and whatnot, or I go to my local farm to go buy my raw milk. Like I don't interact with people outside of that. Like I don't have IRL friends. The most social interaction I get most days, besides at work, which is very, very short, and you know, very, very infrequent, is me speaking to my tenant and his wife. I talk to the two of them, and like that's the most social interaction I get. And the only other social interaction I get is on Discord. I have a bunch of the guys in the Discord who I speak to, and even then, it doesn't feel like I'm just talking to someone I know. I mean, obviously I don't know these people IRL or anything, but even then they don't talk to me like, you know, like one of the guys. They just kind of, they talk to me like, they still kind of talk to me almost like in a way it's like, oh yeah, you're the channel guy or whatever. And it's like, I don't want to be seen that way. Like I just want kind of genuine connections, as to where it's not like some like gay shit or something, right? But I just want people to hang out with, right? And it's like I don't even know where to go IRL to find people to hang out with, because like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go to clubs. I used to work clubs, you know, and I hated working them because bad things would always happen there, because you know you have like alcohol, you know, sex and all these other things and drugs involved, and next thing you know you have people fighting and a whole bunch of other very unsavory kind of things sort of going on. And I used to work those places many years ago. I thank God every night that I don't work those places anymore. I refuse to work those places. But yeah, it's like genuinely, it's like where do I go? Where do I go to make friends? Like I don't know where to go to make friends. Like all I know is Twitter. All I know is Twitter, and you know, make shitpost video. And any male born after 1993, all he knows is Twitter oh algo, make Discord account, and say slurs online. Like I don't know. I wasn't built for this. 100% I was not built for this shit. At a very early age, I got diagnosed with with Asperger's, which I think it's like a mild form of autism or something. I don't know. They told me I had autism, and they made me like take these like little like blue pill things, and I've never truly kind of like understood how to like interact with people, because I kind of just like say shit. I just completely out of pocket sometimes, and I just, you know, I don't really think about what I say before I say it. Like for example, I told the Discord, I told some of the guys on Discord in a voice call, I was like, oh yeah, I have a cane that I use. I walk around the house with, and I do Dr. House impressions with it, and they're like, yeah, it's not fucking normal. And I'm like, you guys don't do that? And they're like, no. And I'm like, huh. Yeah, and then I went to Grok, and I kind of inputted some of the stuff about, you know, like my childhood and upbringing, and the certain kind of like behaviors I have and whatnot. And Grok essentially came back and told me, they're like, yeah, you have all the classic telltale signs of autism. And I'm like, oh, shit. I guess it wasn't a bad diagnosis. Yeah, and it's like, how do I, can I ever fix this? And the short answer is no, you can't fix this. But I mean, realistically, I mean, I want social interaction with people, but even then, like when I went to the gym today, and I went to the pool, and I did a bunch of stuff because I'm trying to like make sure I get enough sunlight, because I've only gone outside of my house maybe like once or twice this week. I've been outside of my house like twice this week to go to the gym, and I don't really like leave my house unless I really need to like actually go like take care of stuff. I'm kind of like a NEET outside of work, but then again, NEET implies I don't have a job to begin with. But I don't know. There's a length of time where I had like no job like whatsoever. It was like I think it was like 6 months or so. But yeah, anyways, going back to the gym part, like I went to the gym, and I walk around, and when I go to the gym, unless I'm like doing like the cardio equipment, like I have my headphones like out, you know. I don't even carry my phone with me, because I want to be like away from it, because I hate dealing with the phone. We're all like connected to the phones or whatever. And it's like you walk by people in the gyms, and they don't even like make eye contact with you, you know. And I'm like guilty of that as well. But even like if you don't even like have your headphones in, you know, like people still, they don't want to speak to you, don't want to say hi. Like literally, it's kind of like living back up on the East Coast again, where the attitude was, you know, if you even make eye contact with someone or say hello, it's like, hey, you trying to fight me, or you're trying to like, you know, doink me or something kind of way. Like they take it very personal. They're like, you know, putting hands up, ready to fight kind of deal, right? You know, like you go to New Jersey, right? And it's like you run into like a bunch of like, you know, like I don't know, like one of the Italians, and they're like, you know, you say hi to them, and they're like, hey, you trying to fuck me or what? Yeah, you trying to fight, kind of deal. And anyways, it seems like that mentality has kind of poured off or poured over to like all the other states as well, with like the introduction of like phones and whatnot. Nobody wants to speak to each other anymore. Like literally nobody wants anything to do with like anyone else. And it's like the one thing I want is like social interaction. I want like actual somewhat meaningful relationships with people, not like in a gay way, but like just having friends, you know. And the closest thing I could get to that is literally like a bunch of dudes on like Discord who like I've never even met in real life. And like the rest of my friends IRL have either moved away, they have families of their own, or I don't know, they just like dropped off the face of the earth. Like trying to stay in contact with people is very, it's very hard for me. And also too, like I feel like a lot of it's kind of like to blame on my end too, because like a lot of times people will send stuff to me, and I don't know how to reply back to stuff, so I just end up sending like reaction images to people instead of like actually having a conversation with them. And when people try to talk to me, about stuff that I just don't see as meaningful, or there's like something to actually like kind of gain out of the interaction with, I just don't fucking care. You know, like if a normie walks up to me and they're like, hey bro, you saw the sports ball game? And I like unironically I want to go like, you know, I want to go like huff a can of Galaxy gas or something. I don't know. Like I want to do anything else besides have this conversation, because sports ball enjoyers, I can't do it. I cannot interact with normies anymore. I just literally I can't. I can't fucking do it. I can't stand being around them. It's just like you're trying to talk to someone who doesn't even have like a basic kind of understanding of the reality of the situation that like we're in, right? Like they have retard maxed so hard that the only thing on their mind is sports ball and what's for dinner. Exactly like the Sam Hyde clip, right? They put the helmet on, they go, all right, I'm gonna make myself retarded now. And it's like, it's like, oh, what's for dinner? Who won the sports ball? I want to watch TV. It's exactly like that, right? And I can't have conversations with these people anymore. And I'm tired of pretending or putting on a mask, like, to these people. Like, I had to like say something back to them or whatever. I don't know. I just kind of give them a stare. Like what I do with people is they say some stupid shit to me, or they like, I don't know, say some like fluoride tear shit. They say that to me, and I kind of just like blink my eyes a whole bunch at them, and I kind of just like walk away. I don't even know how to reply back to them anymore. It's that level of like polarizing, like with the stuff that normies just want to talk about nowadays. It's shit that I literally couldn't even like care about. Like if someone approaches me and they're like, oh hey, have you seen new Cape Shit movie? And it's like, no. I like, unless you're talking to me about Morbius, you know, you want to drop some more lore on me, like I don't care, dude. Like I just literally I don't care. It's like I just don't even know where to go anymore. Like with like it's just talking to normies. I don't know what the fuck to talk to them about, because it's like I was with a coworker the other day. And he, what was he talking about? He was like talking about Fallout. He was talking about Fallout New Vegas, and he mentions it, and I get kind of excited. I'm like, all right, hey, Fallout New Vegas, this is something I could talk about, right? And I start talking about it, and he's like, bro, I can't wait for the Fallout 3 season to come out. And I just immediately, I'm just like, bro, like, dude, I can't fucking do it anymore. I just can't. Like at that point, it's just, yeah. I got nothing left to say. At that point, it's just like, brother, you can't even see. Like people have been so mentally like mind raped that like they can't even see the most obvious like propaganda like in their faces anymore. And if you try to point it out to them, like suddenly you're the monster, right? Like for example, like you watch like any new TV show or like video game that comes out, it's always kind of like mixed race couple kind of deal like put in there, right? And it's like if you say like, yeah, hey, this seems like, you know, some, you know, left leaning political like inserted in bullshit here, you know, probably shouldn't be in there. And and if you point out the fact that it's in literally every single facet of media nowadays, people are like, oh, you're racist, you're a Nazi or something, you know? To which it's literally, you're just pointing out the obvious. And yeah, it's like, if I try to point that out to someone who starts talking about like, you know, video games or whatever else, or like, for example, something that's a bit easier to tackle, not involving like race or anything, is, for example, like the uglyification of women, or the chopping, I guess the chopping of women in video games and in all of like Western media. Like every single woman it's like portrayed in media nowadays, like in the Western hemisphere, is ugly. They're hideous. They honestly, they kind of look like an M. It just, literally, you just, like, what the fuck am I looking at? They literally look like a guy. Like, and there's so many different examples of this, right? You have like the Dead Space remake. They took Nicole and literally made her like 60 years old, or Mary Jane from Spider-Man. They butchered her. There's literally, quite literally, there's many such cases of like all these things going on, and I guess like I try to point it out to people, and they just give me a fluoride stare. And it's just like at this point I have nothing left to offer. I have nothing left to offer any normie, and it's just it's extremely painful for me to talk to them, and it makes me. The worst part is it's like an infinite kind of feedback loop, right? It's like society progressively gets worse and worse. Propaganda becomes more and more like abhorrent, right? And the normies become more and more. I don't know, they do like mental gymnastics to be like, oh, this is fine. They're in the burning house and they think it's fine. And in reality, it's not. They will do anything but acknowledge the reality of the situation that we're in, which is like the worst part. And that makes me want to withdraw from these people even more, because it's literally like talking to a brick wall. Except like the brick wall just says some like gay shit back to you. They're just like, I don't know, something that's going to lower your IQ by a whole like 50 points or something, And I kind of going back to the original point, this whole video is like I want genuine relationships. I want to have friendships. I'm seeking something meaningful, right? Not like in the movie Fight Club, right? They talk about on the plane, Tyler Durden, he speaks of I think it's like he says something along the lines of like bite size or like travel size conversations or whatever. Like I don't see the point of having a casual kind of conversation with someone. I think it's tiresome. Like my social batteries is very easily drained by like pretty much most interactions with normies. Actually, all interactions with normies. I'm immediately drained. I don't want to do it. And anyways, so in the movie Fight Club, yeah, they're talking about like travel size conversations, and he basically he gets that it's like you meet this person, you have a conversation with them once, and then you're just kind of moving on. You're never gonna see or hear from this person ever again. And it's like even the people who I do like get like their number and I try to like talk to and become friends with, like even those people that just it immediately almost like kind of like fizzles out and it just kind of disappears. And I don't think my autism helps me like in that regard, because I catch myself doing things, and I realize that like I look like a total fucking Sperg out in public. I legit I look like a total Sperg. Like I walk around the gym. And I just kind of like I play with my hands. Like I don't know what to do with my hands, right? I start like stimming or something. I think that's what they call it. I'll just walk around. I start like clapping my hands together. Like I don't know what the fuck to do with my hands. Like I don't know. And I'll like there's like some other like weird things I'll do, and I catch myself doing it, and I'm just like, dude, I'm so cooked. Like unironically, I'm so fucking cooked, dude. It's never been so over for Tism Bros. It's unironically never been so over. And yeah, I wish I could make friends. I wish I could make friends with people and not be a fucking autistic Sperg cell. The moral of the story is don't walk around your house with a cane pretending to be Dr. House. I guess that's your main takeaway. But yeah, I mean, even from like an early age, I literally couldn't. I couldn't talk to people. I kid you not, from a very early age, all I knew was like Halo Combat Evolved. That's all I talked about at school was Halo. That's the only thing I knew what to talk about was Halo. I'm not even joking. Like there's other kids at the lunch table. All I had to say to them was talk about like Halo, and that was it. And they're just like, oh yeah, he's like the Halo kid or whatever. And I couldn't have any conversations outside of that. And apparently too, having very strong like interests in like one particular thing is also a very it's a very Sperg like take. Well, not, it's a Sperg trait, I should say. And yeah, I realize that now, and it's like, damn, dude. I got nerfed. I literally got nerfed at birth, dude. Like I never even stood a chance. It never even began for me. Like it was literally over. It wasn't even over. It just never even began for me as far as like trying to be social with people. And like the whole like YouTube thing, like I'm very thankful for it to a certain extent, because it gives me the ability to like reach out and to like kind of share like what I'm thinking with you guys, because I don't have anybody else to talk to about this stuff. And that's like so dystopian if you think about it. The only kind of like feedback I'm getting from like my thoughts and opinions is literally just like, you know, people typing comments in a comment section or like on a live stream, and that's it. That's essentially all I'm getting. And yeah, like my family doesn't speak to me. Like literally nobody talks to me. I like, for all intents and purposes, like I'm out on my own. If anything ever happens to me, I guess I'm kind of just screwed. I guess because nobody's coming to see my ass or try to like help me or anything. But yeah, what do you do? What do you do? And I'm sorry if this seems like a repeat of the loneliness video. I guess it's not really so much about being lonely. It's just I want to be able to talk to people, and I can't find any people like IRL. Also, it doesn't really help the fact that like I'm like the only white guy. I'm like one of the only white guys like where I live. Everybody else is like for the most part like Mexican, and so like right then and there it's immediately like, all right, well, we already have like, for one, you know, culture kind of gap, and the next thing you know we also have a you know, language gap as well. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't think I could really feel any more isolated than I already am. Shit. So, yeah. What does one do? What does one do is the ultimate question I'm going to leave you guys with. Because, yeah. As you approach the age of 30, I guess maybe it's just something natural as to where pretty much most of your friends, they kind of all just kind of break off and go their separate ways. The one thing I miss about the Army is that regardless of whatever was kind of going on, you always had the same kind of like, you had like a brotherhood. You had people you were actually going to be like interacting with and like doing shit with, which almost like to a degree it made it feel like your family away from your family. As to which, like, someone like me who's never really had like an actual family who's like gave a shit, like that felt really nice to me. You know, it's like, hey, I'm going to work tomorrow. Yeah, sure, my NCO or whoever else in my chain, they're an asshole, but like I'm gonna go be with the boys. You know, like I miss that camaraderie. I really do. And I've never been able to find another job where I've kind of had that same sense of camaraderie and like actual like social circle since doing that, which is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. And I don't want it to be that way, obviously, because, you know, I'm making this video. But going back to my point again, how do you fix any of this? Like I can't even talk to people for like there's so many different things kind of going against me, you know, like autism. You know, like cell phones and technology taking everyone like out of IRL functions and putting everyone online into echo chambers, and yeah, just like, what the hell do I do? I don't know, man. Hell if I know. But I would like to I'd like to end this video on a positive note. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys who comments on the videos, and, you know, gives me the time of day. For one, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't do any of this. I would have just gave up on the channel. So you guys really do turn out for your boy here, and you guys make stuff happen. So thank you for that, and also especially a huge thanks for the channel members of this channel. and everything that you do to help keep this operation up and running. So, anyways, don't get too down, don't get too depressed, as my favorite podcaster Fleckus Talks likes to say. But yeah, I don't know. Go out there, go talk to random people. Try to go talk to random people. Like, yeah, well, you know, unless they look like a hood rat or a street rat or some shit, and they're about to go stab you in the neck, then don't talk to them. Avoid those people accordingly. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. If you listen all the way to the end, you're a real one. But anyways, I'm gonna like go now. But anyways, bye.